Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk you through how I log some of my cheat meals into MyFitnessPal. So I've had a few questions lately on how do you choose your cheat meals, and honestly I just choose my cheat meals on what I really want to eat. So what I feel like eating, I choose that first, and then I just make sure I fit it into my daily calories to make sure I don't go over my calories. So I can still have what I like, still hit my calories, but the key is to plan ahead. So I don't wait until I get to the end of the night and then choose a cheat meal and realize that I have gone over my calories by say 1,000 or something like that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch the screen. I'm going to dive into MyFitnessPal so we can have a look at some examples of what I ate and how I logged it. So, first one we're going to look at is, I'm just going to go back to today. Alright, so let me just bear with me while I backtrack to my Sunday night. Okay, so in my house, every Sunday night I have pizza because I really love pizza. So the day before or that morning, I log my pizza first and then I eat everything else around that. So, well, I don't log but I know approximately what my pizza is going to be. So the pizza I get this is the most difficult one for me to track because I buy it from a local pizza restaurant, and the local pizza joint you're never going to find it in MyFitnessPal, so you can't search for it. So the way I get around this is I always order a meat lovers every time, and I'm like, okay, cool, so what can I find that's the most similar to the pizza I eat? And I'm going to easily be able to find it. So the one that's closest to my pizza would be Domino's Meat Lovers, because it's really easy to track. So I've actually put it in there already and saved it as a meal so I can easily find it. But if I was to search for it, I'd go into my search engine. I would go Domino's barbecue meat lovers. I actually type in Australia because I know it's all around the world. I'm pretty specific here. And then I go into the first one, I'll check that. Serving size, I'll change it to 1 gram. And then I actually weigh my pizza. So usually my pizza comes out to about 500 grams, normally somewhere around there. And then you go, and I'll just add it like that. That's how I would find my pizza. I've already got pre-saved in there, that's why you see meat lovers as fills. Okay, but that's how I did it. And I actually cross-checked that with the Domino's website to make sure it was the exact same calories, and it was. So that's how I would log that one. Now let's look at the day before. So the day before, I had a really, really easy one because I went to Grilled for lunch. So Grilled, it's already in MyFitnessPal. So it's really easy. I ordered a bird and brie. You can just search in there. As you'll see, it's already there with me. But bird and brie, grilled, should come up straight away. And there you go. You can see 2 different ones there. So you'll see the first one and the second one. I believe it's like that because they've changed their recipe slightly. So if I ever was to see that and there's slightly different ones, I just jump over to the website. And if you go onto their website, you can just cross-reference how many calories in there. So their website will tell you which one's correct. Whichever one's in there is correct. I just choose that one, and then once it's saved in my phone, every time I order that, because I order the same thing from Grilled every time, I know it's in there. Now, because I know I'm already going to Grilled for lunch, because I've pre-planned it, I just log in the Grilled first, and then I plan the rest of my day. Now you saw in that, this is an interesting day, because if you could see at the top there, I've actually gone over by 243. Now, there's a reason for that, because I knew what I was going to be doing. So earlier in the week, I actually had less calories and saved them so I could have a little bit extra on the weekend, yet my average over the whole week stayed the same. So there's a little trick in there, even though I went over. Now, let's look at Friday night, because for lunch, I had some Japanese. So we have a local Japanese restaurant, and I like to order their chicken karaage because it's, or karaage, however you pronounce it, because it's really tasty and it only cost me like $10, which is really good. Now, this one was a hard one. It's really impossible to get the right one there. So what could I do? So what I've done is I actually went in and searched chicken karaage, and they all come up. So I've just chose the one that's a generic one, which was the third one down. I changed the serving size and I actually weigh the chicken every time I eat it, so I get an approximate of how many calories it is. Probably not super accurate, but at least it's consistent every time I get it. I always ask for no mayo from the one because I don't know what's in their mayo, and I actually have bought some peri peri mayo Nando's from the supermarket, and I actually measure that out. So I weigh it so I know that there's 20 grams there, and I weigh it on the scales. And then the gelato that I had, which is a small one, which is a pre-packaged one from Woolworths, I actually scan that so I know that's accurate, and that's how I would have my cheat meals. Now, what I try to do is when I choose my cheat meals, here, I'll get out of that screen. So what I do when I try and choose my cheat meals, like I said, I choose what I want to eat beforehand so I can put in MyFitnessPal. I try and choose mainstream restaurants if I can that make it really easy to track so I'm super accurate. If there's a time where I can't find it, I try and find something that's very similar to it that I can easily track, sort of like the Domino's pizza compared to the local pizza restaurant. If I'm going somewhere that sometimes it happens, it's a small local restaurant, it's literally going to be impossible to track. I can't find something, it's hard to find something that's close. I can't weigh the food either, because you don't remember the pizza I said I weighed. Then obviously I'm just guessing. So what I do is I go to the restaurant, I will look at the menu, see what I want to order, and I'll still search for it in MyFitnessPal and find something, and I'll still put it in there first. Even though I know it's probably not super accurate, at least if I put it in there first and I plan the rest of my day to eat pretty lean, I'm probably not going to go over my calories by too much. Now, when I say that, there's a little cravat on that one, is that if you're doing that every day, like you're going out to restaurants, like cafes 4 times a week, and you're looking at the menu and you're just choosing something similar, that's not accurate. Like I've done that like once in the last month, where I once went somewhere random that I couldn't choose. Everything else is like a pizza that I bought that I'm weighing, or if it's like chicken from the Japanese place that I'm weighing, or it's from grilled, or it's somewhere where I can definitely track it. So I know I'm accurate and I just fit in my calories. So as long as I'm only doing something non-accurate occasionally, you should be fine. If you're doing something non-accurate, like 5 days a week, you're going to blow out your calories for sure. Hopefully you found this video helpful.